Last one for you. What is it like strolling around an owners meeting on a day where Jerry Jones eviscerates the local sports talk radio hosts who speak to him every single week, basically threatens to replace them? What's it like?
Well, I hated that. Like that part of it, I just don't, like it just kind of felt like punching down to me a little, like, which I hate to see that. It was funny though how Jerry, who never hesitates to hold court at these things, you've been at them, Rich,
Yes.
showed up for the noon start of the meeting at 11:59. So he had the
Interesting.
plausible, the plausible deniability of being hustled into the meeting. Like I really need to go. So I thought that was an interesting piece of strategy, and I'm not even kidding. It was 11:59 when he walked through the door.
Yeah.
And I also like, I don't want to do the chestnut checkers thing here, but does this keep his team relevant in a certain way?
Well,
you know what I mean? Like
the team was
I just
always
never
going
put
to
this.
be
I just,
relevant,
I mean, he's PT Barnum, and you know that, Rich, right? Like
No,
that he is.
I don't know,
he's
man.
PT Barnum, and like there's part of me that's like I can't rule that out. You know what I mean? Like that this keeps the Cowboys, who are not playing very well right now, it keeps them in the conversation.
I think
if I
had to guess though, Albert, it's just basically the questions that we had about the strategy of building this team for months, now coming home to roost with a very mediocre beginning.
Yeah.
And in terms of and it's only mediocre because of how well they've played on the road. And at home, it is the worst in the NFL. You can't get any worse than the way they played at home.
The starts, like the last four games, you go back to, and a lot of people are ascribing this to Mike Zimmer, but like this actually began with the wild card loss.
Oh yeah,
to the Packers, the way they came out of the gate for that one, and then obviously the three games here: the Ravens, the Saints, and the who am I missing? The Ravens, the Saints, and this
then
last
the
week.
Lions. The
Lions. Yeah. I mean, it's a really bad trend, and it's not like you're coming out and you're having like a bad, 5 minutes to start the game or whatever. It's like at halftime, they're getting the tar beaten out of them. And only in one of those games did they really come back, is that the game with the Ravens, they were able to mount a comeback. The rest of them, they just kind of rolled over, so there's a very clear problem. And I think the biggest issue now is for them, like DeMarcus Lawrence is out, Micah Parsons is out. You have offensive line issues that I don't think really existed to this level previously. The rookie left tackle hasn't played great. It's hard to see where the help is going to come from right now, because generally the Cowboys over the last, I'd say since Parcells was there, the last 15 to 20 years have been able to lean back on their talent because they've always had pretty good rosters and get themselves through these sorts of situations. I don't know if that's the case based on what they're throwing out there and the injuries that they have.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku Channel, 12 to 3 Eastern for free.